What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants, no hate. So, Big Pharmacy Miller is doing a video in his car driving, and he's talking so much smack. And I'm just going to give you my take. I don't even have to play no video of what he was saying. So, basically, he's calling Anthony Joshua a pussy. He's saying he want to fight Jarrell White. He want to fight Jarrell Chisora. Okay. I can understand if you want to fight Jarrell White. You know, Jarrell White, he got knocked out by Fury, came back. As far as I'm concerned, was, well, he had a controversial win against Franklin. Okay. So, okay, Jarrell White's still in the mix. Why would you want to fight Jarrell Chisora, though? What does Jarrell Chisora bring to the game that you just feel like you fight him for what? He just got spanked by Tyson Fury. Jarrell Chisora is nothing but a journeyman, way past his prime. And you gain absolutely nothing by fighting a Jarrell Chisora. Okay? And then in this same interview, he says, and I was told, I'm hearing that AJ, failed his drug test. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? And he could, it's like the look on his face when he said it, but it's like, bro, if I'd already came out and said that Anthony Joshua passed all his tests and so did Jermaine Franklin. And so, for him to say all of this, he's talking about Big Baby's back, and look, nobody cares to see Big Pharmacy Miller back in the ring. That's just a reality. And he's desperate. And he's saying all these different names to try to draw attention. Because he knows Fight Hype, Seconds Out, all these different outlets, people are going to play this video. And when they hear these different names and people see these thumbnails, they're going to click on to see what's going on. Nobody cares personally about seeing Big Pharmacy jump back in the ring. And he's a guy who failed not once, not twice, but 3 times. And he has the nerve to bring up somebody else failing a drug test. Yet he's always denying it and saying it's not true. Oh, he don't know how I got in this system. But yet he bringing up about another fighter. But yet he wants to fight him. Well, why would you want to fight a drug cheat? So he's just running his mouth, and it's like he looks so desperate. Everything, his whole conversation, it's like, why are you even making this video, man? Why? You that desperate? You just fought Lucas Brown and nobody knows nothing about the last 3 or 4 fights he's had. Nobody even cares about it. And even with the Lucas Brown fight, do you see it all over YouTube? Do you hear people even talking about it? No one cares. Okay, so for Big Pharmacy Miller, you have to do your homework, man. When you're talking about fighters and talking about, you heard that the guy failed his test and you went on, Sway in the Morning and told everybody the same thing that you had been saying about how Anthony Joshua failed. He's on PED, he's taken, and he doesn't get tested, and just saying a whole bunch of nonsense, and then you are the reason that you didn't get your shot at Anthony Joshua. So him saying Anthony Joshua has no more options, nobody cares about about Big Pharmacy Miller. Like, what have you done that people even care to see you back in the ring? Nothing. I mean, even before that, you was going back and forth with Deontay Wilder about his wife and all this nonsense, and like everything with him is drama. And what does it do for him? Nothing. You screwed your career up. So I really don't see anybody wasting their time with this guy. Like, it's like, what does he bring to the table that anybody, who you think is sitting there going, oh shit, Big Baby is back? Well, how about this? How about you come back and you win some significant fights and then fight Big Baby Jared Anderson? Then if you can get past him, right? Because he's a young boy, right? 23, 24, so you should be able to school him, right? Get him up out of there. Yeah, I'm the real Big Baby. I just beat him, and him, right? Give me my shot. How about you do that? I don't know, like, these guys kill me coming out of these long layoffs and then doing nothing even before the long layoff, and then come back and, like, even before that, there was no significant wins, no big, beating Gerald Washington, man, and guys like that is like, do Hompus. So what? So what? So yeah, I saw the video of him, and it's just like, stop with the nonsense, man. Stop. The man is clean. Both fighters passed their test, and yet you want to say what you want to say, like that's going to make the fight happen. If anything, that'll make them turn their back and kick dirt in your face, like he's not even worth fighting now. He's desperate and just trying to make a name for himself, just trying to get some attention. And like, even when he said, Big Baby's back, it's like, when you were here, you wasn't doing anything, man. And I'm thinking, who out of all the top guys could I see actually just wasting their time to try to pick him up and dust him off and get him back in the ring? Because overall, he has no value. There's no value in Big Pharmacy Miller. And I think that fighters and all, have just lost respect for him. Promoters, everybody. Like, they just lost respect for him because nobody believes he's clean. And he wants to say he's clean. He doesn't know how it got in his system. And they're making a mistake. It wasn't what they thought and all. But did he ever prove that he was wrong, innocent? No, he was suspended. And it's like I said, since he's been back, he's made no noise. He's had 3 or 4 fights that nobody even cares about. So I saw that and I said, yeah, okay, let me just address it. I started not to at first. Then I'm like, nah, let me address it. This is a desperate attempt for somebody who didn't accomplish nothing yet, who wants to get in the mix and basically hasn't earned anything. So, yeah, you want Dylan White, you want Derek Chisora. I mean, of all people, look at who he's calling though. So maybe he think those are more realistic fights to make. I don't know, but just his tactics, his antics, man. Just the way he talk. Then he's talking shit about Joe Joyce, making fun of him losing and just saying a bunch of shit. But in all honesty, it's like, I don't respect those antics. It's like, you're not even getting attention for anything you're doing in the ring. You're just talking, but nobody's really speaking about you. And if you even look at the fight hype, look at how low their numbers are with that particular interview, or the clip, because he's in his car recording himself. Okay, it just go to show you that nobody cares about Big Pharmacy Miller. They just don't care. Like, he's doing nothing. He's done nothing. He hasn't done enough to get to where he was. And he was just basically Anthony Joshua's American debut. That was it. And I believe Anthony Joshua would have beat him all around that ring, because I just believe his pressure, him coming forward, getting hit, and that's the AJ that was letting his hands go. Now, if AJ would have been concussed in the ring or something like that, okay, if the same thing would have happened, then yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, he probably would have beat AJ that night the same way that Ruiz did, because AJ was, well, we know how it went. But at the end of the day, the reality is, all of this clout chasing and trying to build your profile up without really doing anything in the ring, nah. What happened? You don't want to fight Deontay Wilder anymore? Just saying. You come up and he's calling all these British names out, but he's not calling out a Jared Anderson. He's not calling out a Deontay Wilder. And here's the sad part. You call yourself Big Baby. Jared Anderson called himself Big Baby. And I just did a video saying, Jared Anderson is now saying he's the best heavyweight in the world. And I'm like, okay, he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? I like what I see in Jared Anderson. But for you to start making claim that you're the best heavyweight, you got to step up and start fighting the best heavyweights. So, I mean, Jared Anderson is in the proving ground stage. This would be a cool time for him to fight a guy like, it would be a step back even for him. Why? Because he's still active and has been in there fighting and earning his way. So fighting Jarrell Miller really wouldn't catapult him, because this is a guy who's done much of nothing. And so, but just saying for like a Jarrell Miller would be an actual step up for him. It will be a step back for Jared Anderson. Anyway, y'all, it's kind of hard to even talk about this guy, because This is what he's always doing. Get in front of a camera and just starts talking. Somehow he's the only good heavyweight on the planet, but yet he's the least talked about. Talk to me in the comment section. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hair out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.